Welcome back to the Ultimate Pronunciation course. How are you today? I hope you're doing great. In today's lesson, we're going to dive into one of the most important topics in pronunciation, intonation. Learning intonation will take your speaking skills to the next level. Are you ready? Here we go. Intonation is how the voice rises and falls while talking. It is the musical quality of language. In some languages, including English, we can use intonation to express emotions such as anger, happiness, and surprise. If someone doesn't change the tone of their speaking voice, you can describe them as monotone. If you use a monotone voice, you will sound like a robot. People will think you are bored or tired. Intonation also serves a grammatical function, distinguishing one type of phrase or sentence from another. For example, if you say, "He works here," with a falling intonation at the end, then the sentence is a declarative statement. If you say, "He works here," with a rising intonation at the end, then the sentence becomes a question. In today's lesson, we're going to teach you some simple grammar rules for intonation. First, let's take a look at the three main types of intonation in English. There are many types of intonation in English, and each of them serves a different purpose. But today, we're going to focus on three of them: the falling intonation, the rising intonation, and the rise-fall intonation. Your choice of intonation will change the meaning of your sentences. Below, you will see some different types of sentences, and each will sound different. So if you want to ask a yes-no question, you will use a different intonation than if you are asking a WH question, giving a command, telling a story, or giving directions. Are you ready? Let's start with the first one, the falling intonation. The falling intonation is the most common intonation pattern in English. It sounds like a fall in the pitch of the voice at the end of the utterance. It's often used in statements, commands, WH questions, and exclamations. Here are some examples. Please listen and say them after me. I've eaten today. Please give it a try. My name is Donald. Come back here. Stop that nonsense. What is your name? How have you been? How beautiful she is. What a lovely voice. All right, let's move on to the rising intonation. At the end of the sentence, you will sometimes hear someone's voice get higher in pitch than the beginning of the sentence. That's the rising intonation. It's used for yes-no questions, statements being posed as questions, and polite requests. Listen to these examples and say them after me. Have you finished your report yet? He is your boyfriend? May I use the bathroom, please? Let's finish with the last type of intonation in today's lesson, rising, falling intonation. The rising, falling intonation is an initial rise in pitch at the beginning of a sentence, before a subsequent fall at the end. It's used in choices, alternative questions, lists, and unfinished thoughts. Please listen to the examples and repeat after me. Do you want to travel by train or plane? I need a spoon, a fork, and a knife. He's a good friend, just not to me. That's it for instructions. Now you know some basic rules of intonation. Good work! Let's move on to the next video and practice some more intonation. Have fun! Goodbye!